Hi there, how are you today? I shall be reading to you a part from the book Dirty Bertie Fleas, a book written by Ellen MacDonald. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Bertie was reading his comic at the table. Bertie, do you have to do that? Asked Mum. What? Keep scratching like that? You're worse than a dog. I can't help it. I'm itchy, said Bertie. He went back to his comic. Scratch, scratch. He scratched his leg under the table. Scratch, scratch. He scratched under his pyjama top. Scratch, scratched. He itched his arm. Bertie, what's wrong with you? Said Mum. Sorry, shrugged Bertie. I'm itchy all over. Let me take a look at you, said Mum. She rolled up his sleeve to inspect his arm. A look of horror appeared on her face. Oh no, fleas! Fleas? Cried Susie. Fleas? Cried Dad. Where? I can't see them, said Bertie, peering at his arm curiously. Mum pointed at the tiny red dots above his elbow. There, she said. Those are flea bites. Susie shifted her chair away from Bertie. Ooh, keep away. I don't want your fleas. She scratched her hair. Maybe her grubby little brother had given her fleas already. Maybe she had fleas all over her. She fled from the table and dashed upstairs to the bathroom. But where did he get them? Asked Dad. I bet I can guess, said Mum grimly. Whiffer was in the lounge, dozing peacefully in an armchair. Scratch, scratch, scratch. His back leg swished like a windscreen wiper. There, said Mum. Just as I thought. There's the flea back. Bertie bent over to take a closer look. It was true. Whiffer's fur was alive, with tiny black creatures hopping around like fleas. Good grief, said Mum. He's crawling with them. Wow, millions, said Bertie. Enough to start a flea circus, muttered Dad, keeping his distance. What's a flea circus? Asked Bertie. Oh, you used to get them years ago, said Dad, performing fleas, doing tricks and things. Bertie could hardly believe his ears. A flea circus with performing fleas? What a fantastic idea! He had already tried to train his pet earthworm, but Mum had put a stop to that when she found Arthur in his bed. But fleas? That was a much better idea. Fleas could jump and hop so surely they could be trained to do other things, like acrobatics, fleas turning somersaults, fleas standing on each other's shoulders, fleas flying through the air on a flea trapeze. All he had to do was catch some of Whiffer's fleas, and he could have his own very circus. Mum had Whiffer by the collar and was pulling him out of the armchair. We have to do something, she said. Fleas spread. They lay their eggs everywhere. They're probably all over the furniture by now. Just thinking about it made Dad feel itchy. How do you get rid of them? He asked. Will the family be able to get rid of Whiffer's fleas? Would Bertie succeed in teaching the fleas how to do tricks? To answer these questions, I invite you to read Dirty Bertie Fleas, a book written by Ellen MacDonald.